This is Tara. I was challenged to do a garden allotment challenge by Sunny from Sunny's Garden, and I think it's called garden allotment tag or something like that. I'll put it in a description. So here we go. The first question is, how long have you had your garden plot? I've had my garden for about 7 years now. And how long did you have to wait for your allotment? I didn't have to wait, so this question does not apply. Number 3, where did you learn about gardening? Well, I learned a lot about gardening from my grandmother. She lived in the South, and she had a small garden in her yard. She grew a lot of peas and stuff like that, and I would just help her, follow her around, and that was that. Let's see, number 4, do you plant a winter garden? No. The winters here are cold, and I haven't gotten into making hoop houses and that type of stuff, so maybe one day, but not this year. Number 5, what has been your biggest success this year / ever? Okay, well, my biggest success this year, I believe, was my strawberries. This year I had more strawberries than ever. They were sweet and they were big and juicy. And I usually have a big success with my tomatoes as well. Okay. Number 6, what has been your biggest garden disaster? I haven't had a really big garden disaster, but this year I was seeing a lot of big grasshoppers, and they were chowing down on a lot of stuff. So I would say that's my garden disaster for this year. Let's see. Do you have a tried and true crop variety that you always grow? Well, I always grow beefsteak tomatoes, and I always grow cherry tomatoes, and I always grow bell peppers. So those are, like, you know, a few that I always grow. Number 8, are you planning on trying anything new next year? And yes, I am planning to grow purple potatoes next year, and also purple cherry tomatoes. I tried the regular orange potatoes this year, and it was a lot of fun growing those, and I was surprised to get anything, but I did get something, so I think I'll do better next year with the potatoes. Okay, number 9. How do you preserve your crops? Well, the only thing that I preserve are tomatoes, bell pepper, and jalapeno peppers, and basil. I mostly freeze and can my tomatoes, and I also freeze and can the peppers too, and I just dry the basil. Number 10, what is your favorite meal to cook with vegetables from the plot? Well, I don't have one favorite meal to cook. I use my vegetables in salads and smoothies, and for seasoning and stuff like that. I love tomatoes on my sandwiches and the lettuce from the garden. So that is mostly what I use my crops for. and everything else is eaten. So I think that is it for my challenge. So now it's the fun part. I get to choose some people who I want to tag, and the first person I'm going to tag is Mrs. Doyle. Mrs. Doyle from Mrs. Doyle's Garden. And I'm also going to tag the Backyard Gardener. And I'm going to tag Dano Pierce. And I'll throw another one in there, the Bearded Gardener, if he hasn't been tagged yet. So that's it for my challenge. Peace out.